All right, today we're going to dive into a true internet phenomenon. It's this low-budget animated action film that got famous for all the wildest reasons. We're talking about a glorious mess of nonsensical dialogue, plot twists that come out of nowhere, and somehow some surprisingly deep thoughts. So let's try to make sense of it together.
Right out of the gate, the movie hits you with this absolute classic. It's delivered with the kind of deadpan seriousness you'd expect from a philosophy lecture, and that's how you know you're in for a ride. This one little line sets this incredibly strange, thoughtful tone for what's about to be 90% explosions and dialogue that is just amazing.
So the story kicks off by throwing us right into the middle of a super tense hostage situation. You've got this elite mercenary team trying to get the job done, but here's the thing. The real fight isn't with the bad guys. Nope. It's between their two best snipers who just cannot agree on anything. It is a classic clash of egos from minute one. And let's meet our two heroes, laid out here like perfect action movie action figures. On one side, you've got the hot-headed Maverick. His whole motivation is, and I quote, "I just want my money." Simple enough. And on the other, we have the grizzled veteran captain, Gao. He is a total by-the-book professional who demands that his team blankly follow my orders. It's basically the ultimate buddy cop setup, just, with way more sniper rifles. And yeah, it does not take long for things to blow up between them. After the Maverick goes rogue to save a hostage, successfully, I might add, the captain just completely shuts him down with this incredible line. There is zero subtlety here. This is just pure, unfiltered ego, and it perfectly sets the stage for their entire, let's call it, dysfunctional partnership.
Okay, so with that lovely dynamic setup, the team takes on a new mission. It seems simple enough on the surface, just an escort job for a humanitarian group. But of course, this is this movie, so simple is definitely not on the menu. Things are about to get really, really complicated. On paper, the mission details look pretty noble. The project manager, Lucy Chen, she needs them to escort this truck. It's filled with food, seeds, and water purifiers, and it's headed to a region that was devastated by Agent Orange. The only catch? Their route goes directly through known gangster territory. A straightforward aid mission with just a little bit of danger. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And then it all falls apart. First, the engine just happens to overheat. So convenient. This forces them to a government checkpoint where the soldiers are acting super sketchy. They claim their commander, a guy named Gates, was transferred, but a quick phone call reveals a much, much darker reality. Gates wasn't transferred. He's dead. So a massive firefight erupts, and the team quickly realizes these guys are not soldiers, they're imposters. But that just brings up an even bigger question, right? Why would a bunch of gangsters go to all this trouble just to hit a simple aid convoy? And then comes the punch to the gut. The team figures out the horrifying truth. That cargo, it isn't food and water. It's Agent Orange. They've been set up to transport a chemical weapon, and the gangsters weren't trying to steal it, they were trying to get it back.
Now, just as this huge conspiracy is heating up, the movie does something amazing. It slams on the brakes. The entire plot just gets put on hold so we can take a deep dive into the philosophy of being a sniper. Captain Gao becomes this stoic master, and our Maverick sniper is his impulsive student. It's a choice. And Gao's whole worldview is captured perfectly in this incredibly grim, poetic line. For him, war has nothing to do with enthusiasm or glory. It's just about enduring and suffering it again and again. I mean, that is a surprisingly bleak outlook for a B-action movie, and it's really the core of why he and the young hotshot just don't see eye to eye. So Gao's training regimen is pure old-school martial arts movie wisdom. He teaches the Maverick 3 lessons. First, threading the needle, which is all about focus. Second, be like a stone, which means becoming invisible, totally still. And third, and this is the big one, always have a plan B. And you can probably guess, that last one is going to be pretty important later. All right, philosophy class is over. Let's get back to the explosions. The team now knows they've been totally set up. Their cargo is a weapon, and the enemy isn't just out there. They're inside their own ranks. And yep, the betrayal is revealed. Turns out 2 of their own teammates, Victor and Gree, were the moles the whole time. They sold out the team for a bigger paycheck, leading them straight into this trap so the gangsters could get their Agent Orange. In the ensuing firefight, Captain Gao gets badly wounded. And in this one moment, that bitter rivalry between him and the Maverick just melts away. It turns into respect. Gao, his hand injured so he can't shoot, gives his custom rifle to the Maverick. He's literally and symbolically passing the torch.
And this moment, it completes both of their stories. Gao makes the ultimate sacrifice, staying behind to cover their escape. And with his last act, he makes the once selfish Maverick the new team leader, forcing him to finally step up and take the responsibility he's been running from this whole time.
And this is the captain's final line. It's the honorable warrior's creed, right? It cements his legacy as the stoic master who sacrifices everything for the mission and for his team's future. It's a powerful exit, even if it's straight out of the action movie playbook. The climax is just a total whirlwind. The Maverick, now the leader, and Lucy launch what they call a suicide mission to stop the convoy. But twist, the truck they're targeting is a decoy. The real villain then pops up, holding Lucy hostage, and it all comes down to a final, desperate showdown, where the Maverick has to use every single thing his master taught him, including that very important Plan B. So after all the betrayals, all the firefights, and all the sniper philosophy lessons, the film comes to a very, very strange and sudden end, and it shifts its tone one last time. The final fight is brutal, but the Maverick, he manages to take out the main villain with his very last bullet. And his iconic and completely baffling victory line, "Happy New Year!" The day is saved, but the movie isn't quite done with us yet. It's got one last philosophical curveball to throw. And here we are, right back where we started, with some truly unexpected philosophy. After all that chaos, the Maverick just looks out at the horizon and wonders what a world without war would be like. He hopes for a peace that will last forever and ever. It's such a quiet and strangely sincere way to end things. So what are we supposed to make of all this? Is it just a badly translated B-movie, a perfect storm of every action cliche you can think of? Or is there actually a genuine story about honor and sacrifice buried deep down in all that chaos? Honestly, the answer is probably both. And that's exactly what makes this thing so fun to deconstruct.